All right, you guys, welcome to the board meeting for today. Welcome to the board meeting for uh, May 13th, 2025. The meeting will start at 8. Yeah, 8 o'clock. No, the meeting will start at 7:30. Oh, all right, you guys. Welcome to the board meeting for today. My bad. Tripping. Okay. Anyways, today we are on a very different topic here today. Today I will like to discuss the changes that has happened on the E line. As today we have made some very changes on the E line, and I am very glad that we made these changes. So that way the E line can be very shorter, and that's um that's really about it. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, so today we have made some official changes to the E line. As the E line now has a brand new station, and we have also brought back Mississippi Dale Transit. But we will talk about that later in the meeting. So first, since this is linked with a whole bunch, we will be um on our next meeting. We will be talking about Mississippi Dale Transit only, because that is another transit system that is partnered with this East Baton Rouge Transportation System Authority. So we'll be talking about Mississippi Dale Transit um on next meeting. This week we are talking about our streetcar system, our um the red and gold, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, silver, and gold line, and Arizona Transit. Uh, First and foremost, I want to talk about um let's see. I would like to talk about the streetcar system. What changes we have for that? All right, so here are the basic changes that we have going for the streetcar system. All right, so here are the changes we have for the system. As y'all can see, about right back here was the other street stations. It was Cation removed and was replaced by Masonville Road. So the E line is currently out of service for right now. But trains will E line trains will still be running. Will be running from Morrison Avenue to Appleville Road. So as long as the E line is still running, that's all we need to be worried about. Mayview Beach is about to be closing and about to be getting a brand new station name. Um, plan is going to happen, but Mayview Beach has been the terminal for the E line for um, a long time now. So it's about time for us to change it, but I don't think we're going to do so. Masonville Road is currently being built right now, so the E line will be cut off from Carter Plaza to Mayview Beach. Also, the H line will not be running from A Street to uh will have to Maydale Park, Southwood Zoo, and will continue to Southwest Beach Avenue until further notice, until we are able to until we make sure that Masonville Road Station is officially completed. So from May from May 13th to May 22nd, the H line via the J line will be traveling from George Avenue to South Beach Avenue, and J line trains will still be running perfectly fine. The A line is about to get an extension, as these is too many much stations on the A line, as we just planned this extension, but it looks like it is going very badly, as customers are starting to complain on as to why the A line service is running very slow, as now trains are running every 35 to 45 minutes due to how long it takes for the A line to get to Deanville Park. So we might have to, let some of the stations go on the A line. Depending on if we get if we put more trains on the A line, we may not have to do that. But 9 times out of 10, we're going to put more trains on the A line. It at least it is supposed to be 12 trains on the A line. It's supposed to be 12 trains on each line to make sure that the train is at every stop at that time it's supposed to be there. For East Baton Rouge Transit, we have 14 trains on each line, so that way. Yeah, for the red, yeah, we have 14 trains on each line, and for the streetcar, 12. That way, it would be a train behind another train, just in case. Um, with that being said, we are going to be hosting a 3-year anniversary for the G and K lines on uh on March the 29th. May the 29th, we will be hosting a 3-year anniversary for the G and K lines, and by that time the E line should be back in full service. um Now the E line has 17 stations since we have took that away. Um yeah, so um we are continuing to make better plans for the East Baton Rouge Transportation System Authority, that also that also goes along with our streetcar system as well. Says to say the East Baton Rouge transit system still has a lot of stations. Even though we did lose some. We lost some stations after we removed K Street and J Street and Q Street. So we have to put the new number. So that's 5 plus 1. So we now have 346 stations due to the brand new station on the um that's being put on the E line. So we now have 346 stations because we removed K Street, J Street, and Q Street. A Street is going to have to stay. We wanted to remove A Street, but it's going to have to stay because it's H line, so we can't remove A. Didn't have we didn't have um what I'm trying to say is that we didn't have um enough time. We were going to remove A Street, but then we realized it started the H via the J line, so we didn't remove it. Probably sometime this week we'll continue our full ride videos. Um, I know on tomorrow we'll be riding the C line from Forest Road to Tyson East Corner, and then on the next day the D line. No, not the D line. Um the J line from Frozen Boulevard to Southwest Beach Avenue, and then probably the K line, and then the H via the J line, then the E line, and then the D line. We have already did the A line, the B line, and we have already done the G line. So that's the rise we have coming up in the future. For East Baton Rouge Transit, we have the yellow line left to right and the silver line. And for Arizona Transit, we have the purple line, the yellow line, and the orange line left to ride. So that's what we got left to ride for Arizona Transit. So we have three for Arizona Transit, multiple for the streetcar system, and we only have two more left for East Baton Rouge Transit. Don't judge me, guys, because when I don't be doing these meetings, I do be doing full rides. Lately I've been chilling, so I ain't been trying to do anything. But yeah. Anyways, so um, I want to show y'all just a little glimpse of Mississippi Dale Transit. Luckily, I did bring it back, so I can show y'all what I have been working on over there, even though I did give the map away. But I kind of was able to take a screenshot, and I was able to put it in the Google Doc thing. So it looks like. Mm, I'm about to show y'all what it looks like. All right. So here we are, guys. Mississippi Dale Transit is back once again in the hands of me. Um, Now I didn't want to say that way, but that's just the way I said it, and that's the way it's gonna be said. So, anyways, Mississippi Dale Transit is back in the hands of me again, as I have changed a few stations, and um, yeah, things are not the same with like they were last time with Mississippi Dale Transit. I changed this station. It is no longer Park Lynn. It is Park Lynn, with it's spelled PARKLYN. Park Lynn. And this is still Beach View. Um, yeah, but it's a whole bunch of changes to Mississippi Dale Transit. So on our next board meeting, I will be talking to y'all about Mississippi Dale Transit. There is something new for Mississippi Dale Transit. There are two different types of Line 6, and that's what I hate. And I figured when I talked to the person that there was supposed to be a new line added, and it was supposed to be line 7, but I guess that was a lie. There are two different types of line 6. The first line 6 is from Mississippi South to Backside Road, and the other line 6 is from Mississippi South to Patterson Hill. Now I'm about to show y'all on the map how this is done. Okay, as you can see, here is Mississippi South. Further down is Interstate 100. You got Jackson, you got Transportation Center, you got Jarrell, you got Springwood, you have Applewood, you got Beechwood Avenue, 40th Street, and you also got Beechwood Avenue, 41st Street. You got Rosemont, you got Ashland, you got Birdwoods, you got Cannon, you got Hannah, you got Jamieson, you got Naylor Road, you got Rosedale, you got University, you got Northwest University, you got Collins, you got Javik, you got Water Hill Spring, you got Florines, you got Carrollton, you got West Hill Beach, you got Johnson, you got James Springside, you got Carter Spring, you got Vinewood, you got Matthew Hill. Now here is where I feel like I made the mistake. Now, when I was doing this map earlier, when I was remaking it, I currently made a mistake. But then I thought, why don't I make this plan happen? So I made it happen. So here are the stations, and we have already planned this that um at Matthew Hill, there will be a turn track for the other Line 6 train that is going to Patterson Hill, will make the turn, and it will go to Patterson Hill. And then there will be a straight track that travels backwards and forwards between Backside Road and Patterson Hill. Now, here from Matthew Hill, the train will use the turn track, go to Forest Grove Station, Mason Grove, Tyrone Center, Patterson, and Patterson Hill. Backtrack. If it's at Matthew Hill, it would take the straight track to Backside Road. And that's basically how things would happen if the plan was to go the way that I wanted to be planned. Now, I don't know how, in reference, this is going to go, but I feel like it's going to go the way that I need it to go. Backtrack, back at Matthew Hill, I think the reason why that the way this thing is and the way it's supposed to be is we are supposed to backtrack all of these stations here. As you can see, if we ever plan to get rid of this line 6 line, backtrack all of these stations and have the line continuing upwards from Backside Road to Patterson Hill. That way, line 6 can still have an option if it wants to stop at Backside Road or go to Patterson Hill. But then something told me in my mind, don't do it that way. Do it a different way. So I thought this way. I thought by having line 6 go to Patterson Hill and the other line 6, which is Backside Road. Mind you, I don't think this is the stupid way. I think this is the right way because, boom, if we decide to, call this the Super Line 6, we can have a local Line 6 and a Express Line 6. The Express Line 6 would mean that from Mississippi South Station, the Express will skip some stations. It will skip Interstate 100, Transportation Center, Springwood, Beechwood Avenue, 40th Street, Rosemont, Birdwoods, Hannah, Naylor Road, University. It will also skip Collins. It will skip Water Hill Spring. It will skip Carrollton. It will also skip Johnson. It will also skip um, James Spring Side. And it will also skip Vinewood. And it will also skip Vinewood. It will also it will also stop at Matthew Hill, and it will continue on its path to Patterson Hill. Now, I think this is a good idea, even though I don't think that trains should pass up stations. I think trains should stop at all stations. But I'm not saying that I'm trying to do this like New York City. I just think that it's the best way to do it, because I feel like that if it is the best way to do it, then why not do it that way? I think that um I think this. I think that we should not do express, and I think that we should have the line 6 on a super local and a local service. That way the super local will still stop at all stations. But here's the thing. Once it get to Matthew Hill, it will turn into a local train